Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet again another video, and today I'm going to be going over the biggest Pokemon mod for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and by far the best, which is going to be PokeBlock. So when you first get into the game, you guys are going to need to go ahead and choose your starter. You can choose between Generation 1, Generation 2, and Generation 4, which is actually pretty cool. So let's go ahead and pick a Generation 4 starter. I want to go ahead and pick Piplup, just like this, and now that we have our Pokemon, we actually do have the option to go ahead and send it out. So simply go ahead and shift, or actually crouch, and then you want to go ahead and right click, or basically act like you are going to place a block, and then you guys are going to go ahead and be able to go ahead and send it out just like that. There's other options as well, and it should have your name underneath it. So if you guys both have the same Pokemon, you and a friend, you guys can go ahead and choose between it, and if you go ahead and right click on it, you guys can go ahead and set it down just like that. All 250 Pokemon have that option as well. Simply clicking on the menu again, you can go ahead and return it, and it's back, and you guys can go ahead and release it. Transfer to PC. You guys can also go ahead and change the nickname, or actually check its summary, which it does have EVs and IVs as well. So right here is going to be a level 7 Bidoof, so let's go ahead and try to battle it. Simply take your GUI item and left click on it just like that, and it's going to ask you to choose a Pokemon to start the battle. So let's go ahead and use Piplup, and let's go ahead and use a stab move. So let's go ahead and use Bubble. Let's see if that does any good damage. Okay. Ooh, it didn't do enough damage. Let's try Bubble again. Ooh, I don't know if we're gonna get... Oh, and we are actually dead. And now we need to go over to Poke Healing Machine. So let's go ahead and get this. And just like that, we just healed our Pokemon. And you guys can go ahead and find these inside of Pokemarts. And let's head over there right now. Right here is the Poke Center, and you guys can go ahead and use the healing machines here to go ahead and heal up your Pokemon. So when you right click on it, it will actually display which type of Pokeball your Pokemon was caught in. So my starter Pokemon is actually in a Pokeball, but if I go ahead and capture a Pokemon in, like, let's say a Ultra Ball or even a Master Ball, then we'll be able to go ahead and see that on the healing machine display. I also want to give a shout out to Pokemaster MCPE. He actually has given us some of these models to go ahead and improve the pack a lot more. So you guys can see that Lapras looks a whole lot better than what it used to look like. And we also got some models from Republic Gamers. He is also working on his own Pokemon project as well. And this is what our Moltres looks like right now. And he actually has given us a few more that I will go ahead and point out later on in the video, because we have added in, I believe, 7 new Pokemon. So all around, these are actually really good models. So let's go ahead and check out some other things, but I do want to go ahead and capture one of these Pokemon. So let's go ahead and get Lapras real quick. So I throw a Master Ball at it, and obviously I will go ahead and capture it. It has no chance of getting out. Let's see what happens when I go back to the GUI and transfer Lapras back. So let's see, transfer to PC, and as you can see, this brings us to my next point, which we have added in a bunch more colors when it comes down to the PCs. So we have like yellow, lime, red, blue, white, you guys name it, but you guys got to go ahead and craft this original gray one in order to go ahead and get the other colors. You just use the dye color, and you guys can go ahead and get it. When you guys go ahead and break the PC as well, you will go ahead and get the item, which is really nice. Another thing I do want to bring up is going to be the trade machines. These also have multicolors now. We're trying to actually include a lot of them for decorations. Taking a look at the bikes over here, you guys can go ahead and craft these simply by getting a Dawn Stone, and I believe it's a Dust Stone for the other one. I'm not 100% sure. I got to go ahead and take a look at the recipe, but they definitely have a lot going on, and one is going to be faster than the other. So I believe this one is actually the Acro bike, and it's going to be a lot faster, but it may actually have like less jump as well. Oh, actually no, this one has way more jump. Okay, maybe this is... Oh my goodness, this might be the one that I need. Okay, so let's go ahead and place this one back and move on to the next one, which is going to be the slot machine. The slot machine is actually a new feature that we decided to go ahead and add in this brand new update. So let's go ahead and get the items for it. So let's go into here, and you guys are going to need a Poke Dollar, and it's going to be the $10 version of it, and you guys can go ahead and just gamble away iron ingot. We also got some glass, sticks. Oh, we just got a potion, or, well, a hyper potion, got Pokeballs, and just so many different things. And if you're wondering how to go ahead and convert your currency, it's actually really easy. All you got to go ahead and do is go over to the Pokemart, but I do want to showcase something inside of the Poke Center first, is that there are crates behind it where you guys can get some amazing loot, such as Soda Pop. You guys can go ahead and get some bread. We're actually going to change that texture back pretty soon. Iron nuggets, and just so many more things. So I highly recommend checking out that. But inside of the PokeMart, we do have a bunch of things that you guys can go ahead and buy. So let's check it out. They also do have vending machines in here where we have added in the brand new berry juice as well. That's a new feature. Right here, it's going to be the currency converter. This girl at the very left side, she will always be able to convert your currency. Right here, you can finally buy some materials for curry, and that's actually a new feature as well. Just so many different things that are inside of this update, and I think this video is going to be super long, so definitely be on the lookout for some new updates in the future because I have a lot more plans. Right here is going to be like Pokeballs and also potions as well. Right here as well is going to be another thing. I gotta go ahead and open it. It takes a while. And this is where you can sell pretty much everything. This is the sell shop. You can also sell your valuables such as star pieces, relics. We also have big nugget, small nugget. And speaking of valuables, let's head over to here where it's going to be the plasma ship. This is actually the plasma ship from Pokemon Black and White 2, and you can see that a lot of Team Plasma members. What the heck, Watson? And Giovanni? What the heck? I don't know what's going on here. And wait, Team Magma is doing here too. I think the trainers might be random, but definitely a lot of trainers to go ahead and check. What am I doing here? I'm not evil or anything like that. Or maybe I am. Who knows? Let's go ahead and check this out. We actually have a bunch of the nuggets. We have like things such as like fairy gems that you can use for crafting, pokeballs, and just so many different things. And I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on this update because I want to go ahead and provide this to you for 100% free. But if you guys want to go ahead and support on Patreon, you guys can do as well. But I don't really expect too many people to. It's totally understandable if you guys can't give. But anyways, let's head over to the area that we were just at. We're showcasing all the items, and there's just so much more to go over. Right over here is going to be the berry tree, which will allow you to go ahead and make a lot of like certain berry juices and different types of healables, especially in and outside of battle, which is pretty cool. And there's a bunch of other things as well, and there's over 30 plus berries, so I highly recommend checking it out, and I'm pretty sure you guys will have a lot of fun with that. So around the world, you'll find a ton of different shrines just like this. So right here is going to be Zapdos shrine. So all you got to go ahead and do is find this item, which is going to be of static souls, and simply right click on it, and there is Zapdos. And it's going to be pretty hard to go ahead and capture. It does have a pretty low capture rate, but we'll get this new model. Big shout out to Republic Gamer for actually giving this, and this is actually insane when you think about it, right? Because it's actually trying to get out of the shrine, and Zapdos is there. But obviously it's coming with me because I do have a Master Ball, and just like that, he is back. And if you guys ever see that your menu on the right side is gone, simply right click, and actually it's back already. It's that simple, and we do have the music for catching a Pokemon as well. So now let's go ahead and battle some trainers on the boat over there because I want to show you guys something pretty cool. Let's say we want to go ahead and battle Jacob over here. All we got to do is right click on him, and you guys won't see this menu. All I got to do is click on battle, and let's go ahead and click on just like that. And I'm going to use Zapdos. I'm going to use Zapdos for this one. We're going to use Discharge. Oh, he's done. Discharge again. Come on. And as you can see, it does play the music that is actually like the victory music for any type of Pokemon battle, which I think is actually a really, really nice touch. Let's see some other features, which is going to be the curry recipes, and these will, I'm not going to go over these in detail, but there's so many. Look at all these items that have been added into the game. So many valuables, so many different things that you guys can go ahead and get. And all of these will allow you to go ahead and create curry in order to actually heal your Pokemon. I think it's actually a really nice thing to go ahead and do, especially on a server. So it is not just Zapdos that does have a shrine. Heading over to here, we could find Moltres' shrine, and this one is going to spawn inside of the Mesa biome. And Zapdos is going to be in the Taiga biome, and I'll show you guys Articuno pretty soon. But right click on this, and as you guys can see right here, we do have Moltres, which again, big shout out to Republic Gamer. I'll go ahead and leave his Discord down in the description below if you guys want to check out his project. But I think this is actually a really, really cool model. But let's head over to here where we are going to have something really insane, which is going to be Articuno's shrine, and you guys can find it at the very top here. And just like the other ones, just go ahead and get Orb of Frozen Souls. Let's go ahead and grab that, move over here and click it, and there is Articuno. Same Articuno model, which I really do like this one. Really, really fluent models, and we have been improving a lot of the models, as you guys can see. There's also shrines for Palkia, Dialga, and Arceus, and if you want Giratina, it's going to spawn randomly out in the end, so you do have to do a lot of work for that. But right here is going to be Arceus, and all the structures are going to be pretty much the same in the end, but you could tell just by the colors. So yellow and white is obviously Arceus. white is going to be Palkia, and blue is going to be Dialga. And you can find these orbs all around the map in dungeons and pyramids and just so many different areas, so I highly recommend checking it out. But let's go ahead and click on Arceus, and there we go, Arceus is here. Oh my goodness, that is actually pretty menacing, and he spawns in at level 50. So big shout out to Arceus for spawning in, and we can actually just capture him with a Master Ball. I don't know where Arceus thinks he's going, but we're going to go ahead and capture him, and we have just captured the god of Pokemon in 1 second. You can find more structures than just the plasma boat. I think it's actually really cool that we have battle arenas all over the place inside of survival, and if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, you guys can go ahead and do so just by downloading it down in the description below, and at the very end I'll show you guys how to go ahead and get it. So right here is the Tower of Darkness, and you guys can find a bunch of different things inside of here, but what I highly recommend checking out is going to be the chest. So look at all of this. You do have some red Magikarp meat and just so much more. And let's go up to the other levels, and there's also a bunch of trainers that you guys can go in and battle as well. Team Plasma's here, Team Skull is here, and also George is here. What up, George? Well, let's go ahead and check out some of the other levels, which do have even more loot as well, and you can find some pretty valuable stuff when you really think about it and sell it at the Pokemart. So I highly recommend checking out all of these levels. So let's go up one more and see if we can find one. And oh, this is actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check it out. We actually do have some green leaf. We have some other things as well. This is actually really good, and some blue sand, and the relic vase is going to sell really nicely in the Pokemart. So highly recommend checking out these places. There's shrines everywhere. Celebi does have a shrine, Arceus has a shrine, Palkia, and so many other Pokemon as well. And then the rest are going to spawn out in the wild. So Rayquaza is going to be inside of the Extreme Hills. You have Groudon that's going to be inside of the Mesa biome, which spawns randomly, and then Kyogre is going to be in the Deep Ocean biome. It's literally just like Pixelmon, which is absolutely insane. We have been working super hard on this update. So here's all the new Pokemon that we have added. We do have Voltorb, we have Electrode, we have Venonat, which is actually, oh my goodness, I love this one. Big shout out to Republic Gamer again for actually supplying this one. This looks amazing. And also we do have Venomoth right here. Look at that. And we also do have some more, such as Ponyta, which Pokemaster has provided. And we also do have Rapidash as well, which is actually a little bit bigger. That does evolve at level 40. And we also do have Lickitung. And again, this is probably one of my favorites. It looks just so crazy. Eventually, we will get Licky inside of the game, but that is actually for a future date. Who knows? But I'm pretty excited to go ahead and see the future of this mod. We have also added in some new models for some Pokemon, such as Charizard. Charizard finally has a new and better looking model, so let's look at this. And look at Charizard. He looks so cool, so I highly recommend checking out Charizard or getting Charmander as your starter and leveling up to level 36 and getting yourself a Charizard. And you can ride on Charizard and also Lapras as well, which is pretty cool. So there's normal Charizard, but here is shiny Charizard. So let's go ahead and send him out, and just like that, I'm going to go ahead and fly on Charizard too. Ooh, okay, so we could actually go up and down. This is actually really cool. So you're gonna go ahead and fly down. You just look down to go ahead and go down, and look up to go ahead and go up, which is just amazing. And right there is going to be the plasma ship once again, and it actually does have a sparkling effect, so you know which Pokemon are going to be shiny, and you can also find them out in the wild as well. A lot of the legendary Pokemon have stayed pretty much the same in terms of like Rayquaza and just so many more. I highly recommend checking it out. I'm just so excited for everyone to go ahead and check out this mod for themselves. There's just so many different features that you guys can go ahead and check out. So definitely get out there, but let's go ahead and take a look at some more of the features that we have added. This is what Rayquaza is going to look like. It looks absolutely insane, and I really like a lot of the models from this pack as well. And we do have a lot more legendary models getting added in very soon. There's also random structures that you guys can find. I guess you can see it over there. So there's Moltres Shrine, Articuno's Shrine, and we also do have some more, such as like random buildings that you guys can get, and the berry trees are also added in these buildings as well. There's also a Magikarp boat that you guys can find out in the wild, and it should give you guys some pretty good loot. Also, looking inside of the normal Minecraft structure should give you guys a bunch more loot as well. Another thing I do want to go over is cloning and fossils. So you guys can see right here is the cloning machine. You guys can go ahead and make it, and you guys can find these fossil ores. We have made them a lot less rare, so you guys can go ahead and find them a whole lot easier. So once you go ahead and break one of these fossils, you guys would actually go ahead and either get a dirty fossil, or you guys would go ahead and get a broken fossil rock. So it's one of these two items right here. And once you guys get the dirty fossil, what you got to go ahead and do, and it's actually really simple, put it inside of here, and you're going to go ahead and get one of the three items: an old amber, a helix fossil, or a dome fossil. So it's actually pretty easy. You just got to go ahead and wait, I believe, about a minute, and you guys will go ahead and get your fossil. And let's go ahead and pretend that we actually got it. And all you got to go ahead and do is put the old amber inside of here, just like that, and it's going to go ahead and actually get your fossil for you. It's going to spawn out, and then you can go ahead and capture it just like that. And if you want to go ahead and get a Mew to Mewtwo, it's pretty easy. Simply craft a Mew collar, which you got to go into the crafting table, I believe. So let me go into survival. This item is extremely hard to go ahead and craft, so keep that in mind. You can craft a psychic gem. Then you also need one of these goat horns, which is pretty rare, and also you need to get these cooked pink apricorns, and you guys will go ahead and get yourself a Mew collar. Let me show you guys what happens. Simply right click on the ground, and Mew is going to spawn in, and now you can go ahead and capture it just like that. So once you go ahead and get Mew's DNA, you can actually turn Mew into Mewtwo, which is a really cool feature. It does take about 10 minutes, and then everything literally just explodes, so be very careful of that. Another thing I do want to go over is we do have full sets of armors, so like Dawnstone, Duststone, Leafstone, Firestone, Sunstone, and all of these can actually be crafted into full sets of armor, but that is not it. I also want to go over how to give you and others Pokemon. It's actually pretty easy. Simply type in --slots set space your name, and if your name actually does have a space inside of it, you will have to put it in quotation marks. Then you want to go ahead and choose the slot 1 through 6. So I actually decided to go ahead and choose 3 here. Then you want to type in Pokemon : and then the Pokemon's name. So in this instance, it's going to be Gloom, because I'm trying to show you guys something. Then space. Then you want to go to choose the Pokemon's level. So in this case, it's 66. And then either if it's true, it's going to be a shiny, and then false, it's not going to be a shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter. And as you can see, now I have a Gloom added to my team. And I can go ahead and send Gloom out just by selecting it, just like this. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a Sunstone to give ourselves a brand new Pokemon. Interacting with a Sunstone will give you guys a brand new Bellossom, which is pretty cool. And it's going to update in my inventory right now. I don't know if Bellossom is actually a really good Pokemon, but I think that's actually a good example. And some Pokemon do evolve with trading, so keep that in mind. You may need a friend to go ahead and evolve your Graveler into a Golem, and then your Haunter into a Gengar. So if you want to go ahead and download it, it's actually really simple. Go all the way down to the bottom, and you guys are going to be able to find the download links right here. But I highly recommend joining the Discord for updates, so you guys can actually stay updated with the project, and also downloading the packs. You need the resource and behavior pack. Literally just follow the steps. It's actually pretty self-explanatory. Once you guys have the packs, you want to go ahead and click on create new and create new world, and all you got to go ahead and do is go down to experimental. This is very important. You want to make sure that you have everything except for short sneaking on, just like this. Turn it on just like that. And if you guys do have problems with purple textures, I'll get into that in a second. So let's go over to behavior pack. You want to find the PokeBlock V5 and simply add it. Then you want to do the same for resource packs. Once you have both equipped, all you got to go ahead and do is actually start your brand new world. So click on create, and I'll meet you guys in the game. So once you guys get into the game, you'll be greeted with this menu right here. So let's go ahead and pick Cyndaquil, just like that. And we also do get our Pokeballs, we get Great Balls, we get potions, and we also get our old running shoes, which you can go ahead and equip. What I do want to say about the purple textures, though, it may be a manifest issue where you may have actually downloaded an older version that does actually interfere with this, or some other mod. I'm not 100% sure. We are looking into it, but the quick fix for it is to put it in developmental resource packs. So you guys can go ahead and do that simply by going to your developmental resource packs folder and dragging the mod inside of there and extracting it so it's a folder. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. So once you get to your Minecraft folder, you can also do this on Android as well, but let's go ahead and check this out. Under developmental resource packs, I do have the file here, and I literally just extracted it. So I actually changed the MC pack to a zip, the extension, and also went ahead and extracted it into here, and also going to developmental behavior packs, I have it inside of there. So there's no choice for it to actually load anything else but the ones in developmental, and that's pretty much how I get it to load every single time. But if it is not a problem for you guys, you don't have to even worry. But I'm super excited for everybody to go ahead and be able to actually enjoy this mod, because I put a lot of time into this mod to make sure that you guys can enjoy Pokemon for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time for the next video on Shiftery Plays. Bye.